The storm that never comes. There are moments in life when nothing is wrong, but somehow your mind tells you everything could go wrong. You look around and the world seems calm, no threat, no danger, nothing to fear. And yet, your mind begins to write stories. What if I lose what I love? What if tomorrow doesn't feel like today? What if something bad happens and I'm not prepared? Your heart beats fast, not because danger is real, but because danger is imagined. And here's the truth that changes everything. Your mind doesn't need danger to feel afraid. It only needs uncertainty, because to an anxious mind, not knowing feels unsafe. Why your mind creates imaginary problems. The mind has many abilities, but there is one it values more than anything else, more than happiness, more than peace, more than truth, safety. Your mind will sacrifice almost anything to keep you safe, even if that means stealing your sleep or your joy or your ability to relax. Anxiety isn't the fear of danger. It's the fear of not being ready for danger. That's why your mind imagines worst-case scenarios. It believes, if I can expect it, it can't surprise me. And if it can't surprise me, it can't hurt me. That's protection. But it doesn't always feel protective. Sometimes it just feels exhausting. The hidden purpose of what-if thinking. Your mind loves asking, what if something goes wrong? But have you ever noticed, it almost never asks, what if everything works out? What if the person stays? What if tomorrow is peaceful? What if you'll be okay? It's because your mind isn't trying to make you happy. It's trying to prevent pain. It doesn't care if you miss moments of joy as long as it prevents moments of shock. So it prepares you by showing you the worst possible future. But here's the cost. You don't suffer from what happens. You suffer from what you imagine could happen. You suffer twice, once in your mind and once in reality, if it ever happens at all. Most of our mental pain comes from events that will never exist outside of imagination. Imagination is a powerful creator. Imagination is beautiful, but it can also become a battlefield. Enemies that don't exist can still hurt you. Futures that never happen can still drain you. Words that were never spoken can still break you. Because your nervous system doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. It reacts the same way. That's why a thought can make your heart race. A memory can make your hands shake. And a worry can make your entire body tired. Your mind is simply saying, I love you. I just don't feel safe yet. The moment you stop fighting your mind, you don't calm an anxious mind by fighting it. You calm it by showing it safety. You don't heal fear with force. You heal it with reassurance, not with arguments, not with logic, but with experience. Safety is not something the mind is told. It is something the mind learns when it sees over and over again that not every silence is rejection, that not every unknown is danger, that not every tomorrow is threat. The mind slowly begins to trust. Practical peace, what you can say to your mind. When your mind begins to predict the worst, instead of fighting it, talk to it gently, like this. I know you're trying to protect me. I know you're trying to prepare me. But right now, I am okay. There is no emergency. I don't need to suffer today for something that may never come. You can even tell it, if danger ever comes, I will meet it then. That is how you break the cycle, not by stopping thoughts, but by stopping the mistaken belief that thoughts our truth, what healing really looks like. Healing is not the absence of anxious thoughts. It's the absence of believing anxious thoughts. It's not when the mind becomes silent, but when the mind becomes trusted. It's when the mind no longer needs to shout, "What if something bad happens?" Because it finally understands you can handle it if it does. That's true emotional safety. Not because life is certain, but because you are capable. Closing reflection. The mind that finally rests. You may always have thoughts. You may always imagine different futures. That's okay. That means you're human. But anxiety doesn't leave when thoughts leave. It leaves when safety arrives. When your mind finally understands, I don't need to suffer twice, in imagination and in reality. You don't heal by controlling life. You heal by learning to trust it. Your mind isn't the enemy. It's just a protector that hasn't learned how to rest.